Okay, students, so in the first two videos we have learned quite a lot about microorganisms. So this is the last video of this chapter, and we will know about the harmful microorganisms. Okay, so the harmful microorganisms, few you have already learned. For example, Entamoeba histolytica causes amoebic dysentery. You have already learned that in the previous video. So you will learn about some more. See, if you can look at your book, I'll just read out few important points. Communicable diseases such as dysentery, tuberculosis, typhoid and cholera are caused by bacteria. Diseases like polio, chickenpox, Ebola, influenza, bird flu, rabies and AIDS. What is the full form of AIDS? Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. You need to remember the full form at any cost. Please, I am asking you all, by heart this and try to remember this. These type of diseases are caused by different viruses, and these diseases are very fatal and dangerous for any living individual. Right? Highly contagious disease like foot and mouth disease that infects cattle and several other animals are caused virus. Goru, sagoli, কিছুমান এনেকুৱা জীৱ জন্তু সিহঁতৰ ভৰিত কিছুমান ইনফেকশন হয়, মুখত কিছুমান ইনফেকশন হয়, সেইবোৰ কৰপৰা হয়, that is caused by virus. Certain fungi, গাত মানুহৰ খৰ খজতি হয় ছালত, হয়নে, that is caused by what? That is caused by fungi. Candida species causes serious skin and lung infection in the humans as well as animal. The excreta of pigeons, I think all of you know what is excreta, right? The unwanted waste products that is given out of the body, okay, which you can understand in normal language as number 2, right? So that excreta of pigeons, parasauria, what does it have? Fungi, bacteria and protozoa that cause disease in the human beings. So whenever you see the excreta of these birds, please don't try to step on it, right, and be careful. A fungus called Aspergillus flavus produces several dangerous poisons when it grows on stock feed like groundnuts. One of the poisons called aflatoxins when eaten causes illness and sometimes death of cattle. Dom kori thua badam ba onnyanyo bostu uporat eta fungus ase, bhekur eta ase, jitu jodi namtu ki hoise Aspergillus flavus, hetu jodi gutai thua hoy aru tat jodi he bhekur tu bostu gutai thua hoy, eta jodi he bhekur tu lage aru he bostu khini jodi guru sagoliye khai, then they may die, right? Next, valuable insects like honeybee. Now honeybees are very essential for us because they provide us with honey, and similarly silkworms are also essential for us because they provide a silk which we use as attires, right, which we use in making clothes, weaving clothes. So these are also destroyed by different types of bacteria. Next you will come to know about malaria. Malaria is a disease which is caused by the bite of the female Anopheles mosquito, which you have learned in the earlier classes. But what is the name of the organism that causes malaria? Name of the organism jitu microbe, I am trying to say, the microbe that causes malaria is known as Plasmodium vivax. Okay, it is known as what? Plasmodium vivax, and it is a protozoa. Please remember it, it is a protozoa. So if Plasmodium vivax is introduced into the human body, then it what happens? It destroys the red blood cells actually, and it multiplies in very large number, causing the person to suffer from malaria. Next, if you go to this table in your book, I'll just show it. This table in your book, please check it. This table is very important. Please go through this table and understand it, and please remember how, for example, cholera is spreaded by what is the medium through which it is being spreaded? Contaminated food or water. And so how do we protect ourselves from getting infected by cholera? We should avoid food and water from unclean sources. So you need to remember these things. All right, next we will also come to know about the last topic, which is known as food preservation. How will you preserve food from getting destroyed? I think these things you have studied in the earlier classes. Let us revise it once more. So drying, sun dry koribo lage, hukwai thobo lage bostu bahut din bhal hoi thake, right? Next, refrigeration, you need to keep it in the fridge inside the ice to protect it, especially the raw items. Then boiling, we need to boil water, we need to boil milk in order to kill the germs present in it. Alright, next pickles, achar bonua ba jam bonale bostu bahut din thake. Mane if you treat food items with salt and sugar, then what happens, they cannot grow in high concentration. So তুমি এটা বস্তু চাবাচোন তোমালোকে যে কিছুমান মানুহে especially the people of Rajasthan, Gujarat, what they do, they carry, whenever they travel, they carry lot of sweet snacks with them. Why do they carry sweet snacks? Because sweet snacks, they do not get destroyed easily, they do not get rotten easily, because when the concentration of sugar is high, microorganisms cannot grow easily, right? So they do that. Okay, next you will come to know about oil and vinegar. So if you treat items and put it deeply dunken in oil, মানে একদম পুরা তেলত ডুবাই থয় বস্তু বেয়া নহয়, আচাৰ ঘৰত থয় মাহতে দেখিছে. And pasteurization is a technique of preserving food, especially milk is being pasteurized, which involves heating of the milk between 72 degree and 75 degree for a period of 30 seconds and then immediately cooling it, which kills almost 99.5, not exactly 100 but almost 100% of the microorganisms are being killed. And if you store that milk for 5-6 days, then it stays fresh and clean, so you can consume it. Alright, so we have come to the end of this chapter. So I hope you all have understood what I have taught you. Please go through the chapter. Don't worry about the question and the answers, you will get it on time. But last and very important thing I want to say at the end of this video, please students, do not think that ma'am is explaining the lesson easily, so it is a easy lesson, and if we don't study at home, like we will be able to write in the exam. It is nothing like that. If you do not revise even the easiest of the topics, no matter whatever subject it is, I am not talking specifically about science, it may be English, Assamese, mathematics, anything. If you do not practice regularly, if you do not do your work regularly, nothing is going to be easy during the exam. So don't be irresponsible, please try to make use of your time. You are getting sufficient amount of time at home, make use of it and write and study. লিখি পঢ়িবা, আজিকালি মই দেখিছোঁ বহুতে লিখি নপঢ়া, মই এইটো কথা আকৌ বাৰে কৈছোঁ, লিখি পঢ়িবা আৰু ৰেগুলাৰ শেষ কৰিবা. So we will see you soon. I hope situation becomes better, and I'm really praying for it, because I don't like empty classrooms, I really don't. I miss you all, and please do study at home. Okay, and see you soon in the next video with the explanation of the next chapter. Right, bye bye.